Hello everyone and welcome to the next grammar installment on the Pocket Japan channel. Today we will be tackling the short form, which is not that big of a subject, so this video will probably not be too long. Now, in the last grammar lesson I explained a lot of things, and it's very normal if you are still confused and you don't know how to use it yet. That's what this video is for as well. So to quickly refresh your memory, in the last video I not only explained to you from scratch the basics on how to work with the verb stems, on how a verb usually has five inflections or 5 verb stems, usually ending with the 5 syllables a, I, U, E, O, and that there is also a te form and a ta form of a verb as well. I taught you how to form it, and that's a lot of work, but once you got that down, then you should be good to go. I also already applied that knowledge by showing you how to form the long form of a verb, being the must form of a verb, which is fairly easy, so that wasn't too difficult. But now let's tackle the short form, which is a little tricky in the sense that it's not as regular as the must form. Now, by all means, let's get to it. Now, before I start, I also want to refresh your memory that basically the short form and the must form don't have much of a difference in meaning. The only difference is that the short form is less formal and the must form is used against your elders and against people with whom you should not be informal. So, for example, the affirmative past of kao would be both kaimashita, which is a long form, and it can also be katta, which is the short form. Now, let's take a look at how to form it. So the present positive, or the present affirmative, of the short form is just the U stem. So it's just the third stem. It's really easy, so you don't have to do anything. This is also the dictionary form. It's the infinitive. So if you learn a verb as vocabulary, if it comes from me, then it will always be in the U stem. It'll never be in the must stem, because from the short form, you can turn it into the must form, but you can't really go back from the must form to a short form. So it's easier to study it as a short form, so it's the U stem. The present negative, or the negation, that would be the A stem plus nai. The past affirmative is simply the ta form, so nothing has to come behind that, so it's just the ta form of a verb. And the past negative of a verb would be the A stem plus nakatta. As you can see, it's fairly similar with the must form in the sense that the negative both come from the same stem, and they kind of have like the same thing at the end. So for the present it's nai, and for the past it's nakatta. Now let's put this to some actual verbs. To drink, again, that would be nomu. That's the present positive. Nonda is the past positive. Present negative would be nomanai. Past negative would be noma plus nakatta. To see, that's a RU-verb, so that doesn't have 5 syllables as the stems. The present positive would just be the dictionary form, that is miru. Miru. The past positive, that would be that would simply be the ta form, so that would be mita. The present negative would be mi plus nai, so minai. And the past negative would be mi plus nakatta, so minakatta. To do, that is an exception, very similar to come, kuru. Now the present positive of to do is suru. The past positive is shita. The present negative is shi plus nai, so shinai. And the past negative is shi plus nakatta, shinakatta. Respectively, that would be then nomu, I drink, nonda, I drank, nomanai, I don't drink, nomanakatta, I didn't drink. So as you can see, the conjugation table is a little more irregular compared to the must form table, but they mean exactly the same thing. The short form is, in my opinion, the most important one. It is used in most grammatical constructions later on, but yeah, we will get to that someday. Expect to meet this short form again in the future. That's what I'm trying to say to you right now. Now, I will upload a very handy document in which there is also a table on how to form the verb stems again for the 3 big verb groups, so the U-verbs, the RU-verbs, and the exceptions. So you might want to check that out. I will also put the theory in the same document. So just check out the description, there should be some file there. Now thank you for watching, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I am actually going to stop with the vocabulary segment because I think that is probably a little too intense. Nobody really uses it, so then I shouldn't really put my time into it, so I think. So I'm just going to stick with the basics. I will stick with the grammar and teach you that instead and focus on that. So the videos will also be shorter, so that'll be less for you to remember. Now thank you for watching, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask, and see you in the next video.
If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment and subscribe if you want to show some support.